Welcome to String Deluxe, my name is Mr. Orange and welcome to a new video, my friends, on my channel. So today we're going to dive into the world of free-to-play games on Steam. You can see it already on the screen. So, and then at the end or in the middle of the video, I'm going to choose a winner with YouTube comment picker. And the winner can choose one of the Steam keys down below in the description of down below in the commentary section in the pinned post. So guys, and remember, all of those Steam keys I'm purchasing myself and I give them to you. It's a little side idea. So if you don't like it, you don't like it, but that's it, how I do it. So guys, let's jump back to free-to-play games. Oh my god, I would say Steam has one of the biggest library of free-to-play games, maybe aside of Android, but on PC that's the biggest library you can get. And I think you can waste a lifetime by just playing those free-to-play games. So you don't really need to purchase a lot of games on Steam. Of course, that's also, I have to say this, sometimes if a game is free to play, it is just it's like a bait. It tries to lure you into playing the game, and then at one point you need to maybe purchase some extra DLCs or some in-game stuff, so with microtransactions. So that's all the business model behind it. So you will ask, you are wondering, Mr. Orange, where do I find only the free-to-play games? So therefore I would say you go back on the Steam featured page, or the featured store page, and then you go here down, and then browse by genre, and then you click on free to play. It's very simple, and then you come directly to the highlighted free to play games. Those are mostly games that you haven't installed yet, that you haven't played yet, and you can just click through it. Maybe you already find something that you really like, for example an Apex Legends or Warplane, etc. So, and then we have featured DLCs, and there you see already the business model. So the base game is, for example, free to play, but then if you want to play World of Tanks in a real decent way, so you seem to need purchase then for 40 euros a special DLC, as well as like Destiny. Destiny is the base game, might be free to play, but then of course it has a lot of DLCs. I have personally no problem with this business model, since I think, developers need to also earn a little bit from a game, otherwise no one has time to make a game and earn nothing from it. That's obvious. So then we scroll down, and then we come to all of those free to play games. So you see it's so much, so new and trending. Then you can go for the top sellers. So the top sellers, those are mostly the games that have been downloaded the most or played the most. Then of course we have Counter-Strike, which is now also on a sort of free-to-play model, but there are more people that know more about Counter-Strike than I do. Then we have Apex Legends, where you can also, for example, I can show it to you here now how the business model works. So here the base game Apex Legend is for free-to-play, but then if you want to buy different editions, and you see how many they already have, then they start getting a little bit steep in price. So then they start getting a little bit steep in price if you wanna, I don't know if you pay, for example, now here for different maps, but sometimes if you want to play a new map, if you want to play new characters, if you want to have special guns, then you have to purchase. Another great example for this is War Thunder. That's definitely a classic of free-to-play games. So you see here how much actually is this now. Just a tank. It's just a tank that costs 60 euros. Probably it's just a tank that costs 60 euros. So, but that's the business model, so how it works. But this is, I would say, this is the starting free-to-play games, the games where you play a little bit and then you have to pay. Then on the other hand, we have games that are constantly free-to-play. Is Dota free-to-play? Let's check it out. Yeah, Dota is more or less free-to-play, completely free-to-play. Here you see it, as well as Team Fortress. So those are real free-to-play games. But those are Valve games, so they're just there also to support the Steam Launcher, to get people into Steam Launcher by Valve. So this was the whole idea of them. If you have a game like Dota, if you have a game like Team Fortress, you get people in your launcher. Then we have games like VR Chat, for example, which is also based on a free-to-play model. So this is actually, I think they're trying to get some publicity in the game, but I'm not don't want to say something wrong here. But those are the different business models you have. So what's being played, then again, we see mostly those are the most popular free-to-play games, and then we have the upcoming. So guys, I would say that is the overview of free-to-play games, but I would say we can check some specific games out. Maybe we see something that we like. For example, this was really sticking in my head, was Dagon by HP Lovecraft as a free-to-play game. So I thought like this is actually a very cool idea. So this is a Lovecraftian horror atmospheric visual novel game, overwhelming positive rated. So this is a real free-to-play game. Well, okay, Eldritch Box DLC, but probably you don't need it to enjoy this game for quite some time. I mean, if you just want to enjoy a game for 1-2 hours, why not going with the free-to-play model? So you can see this is actually a game I would download, since I very much enjoy here the atmosphere, the Lovecraftian. So nowadays everything is Metroidvania, roguelike or Lovecraftian. You have heard this before. Then for example, another interesting new title that is also free to play is called Black Forest, which is a base building choice meta title. So I kind of like it that this person also starts here with a free-to-play game. Doesn't mean that when they see that the game works, that the developers or publishers of those free-to-play games then at the later stage they are just putting, for example, those DLCs out, and then they already have a nice player base. I mean, that's the whole business model behind this. So this is some Chinese game, action adventure RPG as a free-to-play model. So always the question is, oh, English not supported, so I'm not going into China only games, Zombies and Beyond, so mostly negatively rated. So some of those games come from mobile phones. You can see it with the graphics or with all of it in the back. So of course, mobile phones have a lot of free-to-play games. Then we have Ruins of Albion. This was also sticking a little bit out. And what is this? This is a Combat 3D. So, action roguelike, explore the procedurally generated world and test your skills in fast play, as always. So, as always, those marketing tags. Yeah, so that's like a top-down kind of a combat shooter. So, very nice. Alright, let's go back, guys, and then we can look for more games. So here you have the whole list. And you can also change some preferences, of course. Then you can narrow it down by different tags: indie, action, adventure, casual. So if you say I only like 2D free-to-play games, yeah, then you go and check them out here. Dinoscape is a free-to-play game. Monthly Day 1 free-to-play game, which looks very nice. Rhythm Brawl, Proto Ball, Chinese game Bloodland. This is also something that sticked out. So I thought like, okay, this looks actually pretty good for a free-to-play game. So Bloodland is a thrilling free-to-play battle royale game set in the Vampire Masquerade universe. Use your supernatural powers, weapons and wit to dominate the night and restore the masquerade. So battle royale free-to-play games. I don't see any special DLCs yet. This probably comes then later if the game settles down to be successful. But if I, for example, guys, if I look now at this, I would say, wow, this is really free to play with this graphics and this design. So, well, someone really tries to give us something. On the other hand, it's now only mixed reviews. So, but it's free to play, and then you can just check it out. Sometimes, and this is something I really don't like, is you have to set up a special account, and then you want free to play a game, but they want you to again type in your email address, set up a password and an account. Oh my god, that's done so extremely annoying. And Deathly Stillness, a little bit like World War Z, but free to play game. Swallow the Sea, for example, this is a free to play game which is an overwhelming positive. I talked, I think, already about this. So this seems to be some really awesome free to play idea. So you're in Excel and you have your little adventure, and this is then and there's no DLC, no strings attached. So this is just a little tiny game that you play, you enjoy, and the developer gets a lot of people that play his game, and then in the future he can base his future games actually on the success of this game. So this is also some sort of free to play, some sort of a publicity marketing effect for developers. So very often developers don't see this, though they come out with their first game immediately 20 euros. But no, if you have a good idea, if you have a good game, then maybe you should just start with a free-to-play model. So adventure difficult rhythm, for example, Aeon Drive tournament. I see. Is this is there different versions of this? Okay, so there's, for example, they come here with free-to-play as a demo. So free-to-play is not a demo. A demo is just a little glimpse of a game. A free-to-play is the whole game going to be free to play, except when the DLC is coming out. And then besides of this, we might have like a sidestep of sidestep of a game, like then this tournament version. So you can play this now tournament, so for example, then free to play, and then another game comes completely as another game out. So this is also some different forms of free to play. So I personally, I would also go out with some sort of free to play if I have a good idea. If you think that your game is not going to be very good, probably it's not bad, not very interesting to make free to play. Rec Room is was one of the first free to play games for VR. And do I see anything here now costing? No, the whole game seems to be still for free. So free. Well, I don't see anything you have to pay here. So Rec Room was really one of the first great games for VR. Back in the days 2016, when the VR headsets were coming out for PC, and you can see people loved it. So 20,600. So the next game those developers, Rec Room developers, are going to bring out will be a success, because they already have a huge fan base. So I played it actually myself a lot, since I very much enjoyed this game. So another PvP players are very often free to play, so in the sense of Apex Legend. So PvP players, then they're mostly nicely designed, so have nice maps, so look a bit like a Call of Duty, and then they make a free-to-play game out of it. But Call of Duty is another example. For example, with Modern Warfare or Warzone, you have also some free-to-play business model, and then you can buy some DLCs, and yeah, in the end buy also the whole game for the solo campaign and for the classical multiplayer. So this is also actually working with someone like from Activision Blizzard, from Battle.net. You have this model as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You got some information out of this free-to-play games on Steam. I think I'm also going to use this as a title. And since everyone likes free-to-play games, here we go. Here you get YouTube comments. So I'm trying also to put some of my new Steam keys in the list, so for all of those that say, oh, Mr. Orange, you don't have enough new keys, I'm going to unsubscribe to your channel. So I'm just laughing about this guy, so I'm just doing this as a hobby, so I'm paying more for those keys than I earn with my channel. I just wanted to state this fact, so it's just a reality. So, but together we can grow, If we don't grow, then we don't grow, but that's life. So let's start the raffle and give someone happy out there a Steam key. So the winner is Squirrel47. Yay, more sales. Yeah, my friend, more Steam keys, more free Steam keys. So you want one, you know how it goes. Write me an email to gamingwithmrorange@gmail.com, and then you can choose one of the Steam keys down below in the description, in the commentary section. By in the description, it was always in the description previously. And then yeah, next time guys, if you want to participate, comment, like and subscribe to my channel, and then you can also win. So that's my Sunday video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye bye.